And off the top at 5:30, they have done the time for the crime. But more than 1 million felons in Florida have not had their voting rights restored. This despite changes to the state constitution. Good evening. I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Naja Sherman. Thank you for joining us. Back in 2018, voters passed Amendment 4. It gives felons back their right to vote once they've served their sentences. But as CBS News Miami's Steve Maugeri reports, it's not always that simple.
Dwight Spencer has been out of prison since 2017.
You have several people come here on a regular basis.
They're hiring for everything.
And he's still having trouble finding steady work. He was convicted of felony drug possession charges in Florida in the 90s. He was also convicted on federal charges and spent 20 years in federal prison before President Obama commuted his sentence.
I was very happy, but I was still a little weary of coming back to society.
He also just got back his right to vote. Florida voters passed Amendment 4 in 2018 that restores a felon's right to vote once they complete all terms of their sentence. Spencer thought he was all clear once he got out.
I done paid my debt to society.
But he owed another kind of debt that kept him from voting. He was rejected 3 times. It turns out the only thing that was stopping Spencer from voting again was a $225 charge that he didn't even know about.
You didn't even know where to look?
No, sir.
So you want me to show you access?
He went to the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition for help. Their lawyer got a judge to waive Spencer's balance if he did community service.
Here you can actually find out how much you owe.
We're told it can be hard to find out how much you owe. Miami-Dade County just started putting balances online in January.
Court case number, etc. Then the charges. Case managers probably don't even fully understand the depth of what's shown on there and how to do all the research.
A 2023 study by the Sentencing Project found that Florida leads the nation in disenfranchised felons with 1.15 million. The study found that 81% of them can't vote because of a financial obligation tied to their sentence.
The majority of the people who have a record now that can't get their rights restored are usually because they did not know they owe money.
Spencer got to fill out his first ballot in nearly 30 years on Tuesday.
It's one more step back to, the right direction, with getting, yourself back together.
He says if he didn't get help,
I would have gave up. Wouldn't even thought no more about it.
I'm told the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition has restored the voting rights of thousands of people since Amendment 4 was passed, and I'm told they may be able to get more people's rights back in time for the general election. In Overtown, Steve Maugeri, CBS News, Miami.